Cool. So I'll start sharing my screen, and let me just lay down the context a little bit. Or you know what, in fact, even before I start sharing my screen, let me just show you what we are going to talk about today. Can you see this mug? This black, beautiful black mug. This is a mug by Vadam Teas, and this is what we are going to talk about. I got this mug. I've been a tea drinker and a coffee drinker, mostly a coffee drinker since a few years now. And I got this mug just maybe a couple of months, maybe 3 to 4 months back. And I was kicking myself for not finding this mug, sooner, because this mug is amazing and it has made my life a lot better. In what ways? We'll just talk about that in a bit. But this is known as the drift mug. Okay, that's what Vadam Teas calls itself. It's like a thermos, as you can see. At the top there is a lid. Yeah, and this basically keeps my coffee warm. All right. Now, although I love the product, I'm not a great fan of their copy. I just feel that as a user, their copy could be so much better and so different and so story driven. And I just thought, this could be a very quick 10-15 minute live session where I just run you through what they are saying. I run you through what could be said. And in the process, take some lessons, because this is going to be applicable for you as a copywriter, as a marketer, regardless of whether you're writing copy for an e-commerce brand like Vadam Teas, or you're doing it for an online course or for a SaaS product or even for your services. So that's the whole agenda. So let me now actually start sharing my screen. And let me take you to the website of Vadam. Okay. Just give me a yes if you can see my screen in the chat window. If you can see my screen, just type in a yes so that I know you are with me. Okay. So this is the page. Okay, this is the product page. Now the title is fine. Drift mug, black. Now it says, now you can brew your favorite drinks anytime, anywhere. I think I have a problem with this statement because this doesn't really tell me what this mug is all about. My problem as a consumer, and also by the way, I went to Amazon and I looked at the problems of different people. As a consumer, the main problem that I have is that my coffee or my tea gets cold and I need to reheat it again and again and again. That's my main problem. All right. So when you say something like, now you can brew your favorite drinks anytime, anywhere, that is not very valid. It is not a very valid brand promise, because it is broad. And secondly, that is not really the problem that Vadam Teas is solving. Okay. So I have a problem with the statement. Now, when you go even below, it says dual vacuum. Okay. Now, what the hell does dual vacuum mean? I, as a layperson, I have no clue what dual vacuum means. Insulated, well, yes, I do have a certain idea about what insulated means, but I'm not again sure how this is relevant right now. I mean, the first question to ask whenever you write a piece of copy is okay, so what? Okay, it's dual vacuum, so what? It's insulated, so what? Right? So again, I this is like, too technical. They're talking about the features. It's not really telling me what kind of problem they're solving. Then they say 300 ml, which is fine. Maybe capacity is a feature that everyone cares about. So maybe that makes a lot of sense. And so maybe I don't really have an issue with this. Then they say food grade 18x8 stainless steel. Again, I have no clue what this mug does. I have no clue what food grade means. I have no clue what 18x88 means. I have an idea about stainless steel, but why should I care about stainless steel? The last feature is somewhat relevant to me, or is a lot relevant to me, which is hot for 4 hours minimum and cold for minimum 10 hours. Now this is relevant to me. Although this is not a benefit, I would say this is a feature. The broader benefit is that it keeps the water or your coffee or your tea warm. So that's the broader benefit. This is more of a feature, but I'm fine with this feature. Okay, so that's their description. If I scroll down and if I look at about the product, again, you see a lot of irrelevant copy. This is what's the result of sleekness and versatility looks like. Not sure how this cup can be versatile. Sleekness, I don't know if I care about that so much. Our drift mug made of food grade 18 by 8 stainless steel. Again, a feature. We don't really care about food grade 18 by 8 stainless steel. All right. Perfect for, this is where I really lost it. Perfect for you, a loved one's brew anywhere, anytime. So I don't know what that means. I think they're trying to say that this is, suitable for your loved one. But how does the romantic angle come into the picture here? Again, it's not great. All right. Travel with it worry free. Okay. This is something which can be a good benefit, right? It has a spill-proof solid slider lid, which is not true, by the way. It does leak. I have read a few reviews as well. They all agree with me that it's it leaks. I mean, so you can't really. It is not spill-proof, but the problem that it solves is that it keeps the beverage warm, right? With the double vacuum insulation, your hot beverage stays hot for 4 hours. Okay, this is relevant. Ice beverage for 10 hours. The sweat-proof body structure allows you to comfortably hold your tumbler regardless of how hot or cold. Okay, so now they're talking about comfortably holding. Easy to clean. Okay. A modern, sleek, stylish mug available in bold black and green colors. Powder coated for no fades. Go get your hands on this boldest mug in town. Again, I don't know what boldest mug in town means. How is this how is this mug bold? Right? So I have a lot of issues with this copy simply because, one, it is feature driven. Two, it does not really talk about the problem per se. It just starts talking about the features. And this is one of the main mistakes that we copywriters make. We try to talk about the features that, okay, I know I am selling this particular car, so I'll talk about how wide the tire is, or this particular phone, and I'll talk about the processor that is being, or maybe, this particular toothbrush, and I talk about the color of the toothbrush. Whereas the underlying emotion, the underlying desires and dreams of the people is what we need to cater to. So rather than using this, now I'll talk about the solution which I wrote. Okay. So this is the copy that I wrote for them. It starts with this. Are you tired? Okay. So firstly, even before I read this copy, how do you, it's easy for me to criticize, right? I mean, it's easy for me to criticize and say, okay, this is feature driven, and this needs to start with a problem. If you are the marketing manager at Vahdam, you wouldn't know how to approach this. So my suggestion would be to interview people who have purchased this mug and ask them, hey, what problem did Drift mug solve for you? Because it is not that you had a problem that, oh, I don't have a dual vacuum mug. You did not have a problem that, oh, I don't have 18 by 8 stainless steel food grade mug. You did not wake up with that problem. Your problem was something different. That is one thing that they could do. They could interview their customers. They could run surveys. They could collect information. They could do research on online sites like Amazon. So, for example, this is the page of the same mug that I'm talking about right now. This is the Amazon page. Now, if you go to the reviews tell you what problem they're solving, right? So one, we'll ignore the negative reviews for now, but let's say, it maintains temperature well for hours, right? I mean, that is the one thing that is repeating. So we'll focus on the warm use case for now. No need to reheat or microwave, right? So this is the problem that Vahdam tea is actually solving. This mug is actually solving that particular problem. So now if you go to this, now that I know that, okay, I am a customer, plus so I know the problems, plus I read a few of these. So the problem is not really this about stainless steel or 18 by 8. The problem is that I am tired. I'm tired of going to the microwave and reheating my tea all the time. I'm tired of drinking my tea cold. That is the real problem, which is not being talked about at all in the copy. And I just think it makes no sense to me. So you start with the problem. Right? So you say, are you tired of going to the microwave and heating your tea after every 5 minutes? Okay, that's a genuine problem. Do you find it annoying that your mug is incapable of keeping the tea warm? That is a problem, because I don't like to drink my tea cold, and then I have to go, I either have to get up, stop what I'm doing and go and reheat it, or I have to drink it as, at the temperature that it is right now, which is very, very cold. So I don't want any of that. So I just have both of these, problems which I am starting with for this product description. Then I say, we hear you. A tea experience should be pure and unadulterated. Taking multiple trips to the microwave ruins it, and drinking your tea cold is an unforgivable sin. I don't think there should be a comma here. Right? This is precisely why we created the drift mug. So now this is becoming a story, as you can see. I'm starting with the problem, right? Then I'm saying that, okay, we observed this problem, and this is why we created the drift mug. Now, anyone who has faced this problem is when he or she reads this, he is or she is going to nod like this, because yes, this is exactly what happens to me, and that is what annoys me. Oh, and that is why you created the drift mug. Okay, fine. Then you can slowly start jumping into the features that, okay, the drift mug allows you to keep your tea warm for a minimum of 2 hours. No more reheating needed. Just sit, relax, and enjoy your tea. And then I go to these features, which is whatever for anyone who is very geeky and who wants all the features. Now you can have a paragraph for them, which says, food grade 18 by stainless steel, 300 ml capacity, sweat proof body structure, blah, 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 blah. And then you give a call to action, buy now. Right? So this is what I would recommend. So now all I'm trying to say is that regardless of, I'll stop sharing my screen now because we're almost 15 minutes up and I wanted to intentionally keep this small. Of course, I'm here for question answers. What I want to say is whenever you write copy on your website, on your landing pages, on your emails and so on and so forth, just ensure, just try to figure out the story that is going on in the head of the reader or your ideal buyer. Because you need to write copy that will relate with this particular guy who is telling himself a particular story. And if you don't know what that story is, if you don't know what that narrative is, your copy is going to be very complex, jargony. It will be like throwing darts with a blindfold on, right? You are just shooting in the dark without really knowing what the problem is. So I urge you to talk to your customers. There are different ways of doing it. You do conduct surveys, you look at Amazon reviews and so on and so forth. Try to figure out their problems and start with your copy with the problem and then slowly lead them to the benefits and to the features, not the other way around. This is all I wanted to say today. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm more than happy to stay back and answer your questions. I'm glad I could wrap up in 15 minutes. For someone who likes to talk, I think that's a record. I'll maybe hang around for a minute or two just to see if you have any questions. Also care about UX experience, write copy according to how people will read, make their reading experience better. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that is definitely something to consider, where you consider the readability. You basically ensure that for someone who is skimming through your landing page, just ensure that he also gets to see, he or she gets to read the copy even if they're skimming through the landing page, right? So definitely that's also something to keep in mind. The UX does play a role. Correct. The device that they use and the awareness of the market, right? Sometimes the market is just problem aware, right? So if the market is problem aware, which is true, I think in this case, then you have to agitate. You have to lay down the problem first and agitate the problem. Sometimes the market is solution aware, where you don't really need to agitate the solution. They already know, agitate the problem. They already know the problem. They're already hunting for solutions, right? So what you can just do instead is tell them how your product is different from the existing solutions in the market. So you have to know what your ideal audience is at, and then you can write copy accordingly. Thank you so much, Deepak. Thank you for your kind words. Um, I hope this this will also go live as a recording. So I also hope that anyone who sees this gets some value and can write copy which is driven by story and not features. Someone said thank you, sir. Again, I'm not being able to see your name, but whoever said thank you, sir, you're most welcome. And oh, hi Sanandam. Yes, good to see you as well. I'll upload the copy and send it to the list as well. Oh right, I'll also share the document. Yes. All right, cool. So, oh, you have notes already? That's interesting. I don't have access to the document though. I've just sent you an access, but I'm going to look at the notes because they are super interesting. I mean, that's really interesting for me as to what you took out from the session. And yeah, good talking to you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Talk to you real soon. Yeah, bye bye. Take care.